My name is Tom Canan. I'm racing manager at Kilkenny Greyhound Stadium. Main duties of racing manager is organising the racing and trials for the week. We have 2 meetings a week, Wednesday morning and Friday evening, and it's my responsibility to put the races together and oversee the general running of the company. We're racing nearly 100 years here now, and there's people coming here to the track for 40, 50, 60 years, and for them it's a great social outlet. They might necessarily have a runner, but they'll come in and they'll watch the racing, and like any sport, they'll come in and they'll analyse it and discuss it. We have approximately 10 or 11 staff, and we run trials as well during the week, and we host as many fundraisers as we can. Fortunately, we couldn't do that for the last year or two due to COVID, but they're starting to come back on stream again now, and hopefully next year everything will be back to normal.
My name is Julie O'Connell, and my role here is control steward. When the dogs come in, we get weigh them in and we check their cards and make sure that they're the right dog. We have a scanner to check their microchip and check tattoos in their ears. We check their weights, make sure they're around the same weight they were the last time, and what racing tracks they're in. It's my job then that everything runs kind of smoothly with each race. I check to make sure that all the trap doors are behind or closed, and when I'm happy with that, I walk around to the front of the traps and make sure I have 6 muzzles facing me, and when I have them, I raise the flag and make sure that everyone out there facing forward and ready to go.
So my job is to drive the hare and get the hare set up so the dogs obviously can run the race. So that entails then getting the track ready, coming up checking the system, and then giving it a run around 3 or 4 times just to make sure that it's working and traps are working. This then is your control, so this is your start button for it, and this then is just your speed control then for the hare. All I worry about is the first dog, so you're keeping the hare roughly 1 lamppost in front of the dog the whole time. Once you keep that, you're grand. All any hairdrivers want is get the dogs home safe, that's all we want.
Dogs can travel up 35 miles an hour is every speed of a greyhound here, yeah. You always try to just stay in front of the lead dog and hoping that the other ones are good enough to stay in along with it, that you get them all in the shot at the one time. The owners that'll be here and they mightn't get to see all the races, so all the races are recorded and they're kept on the data and you can look up your dog then, you can see every race that he runs. And to be able to see what happens if the dog has a bit of early pace or late pace or runs in on the rail going around or stays outside. He gets a lot of information after he looks at the video, but you can't take all in just looking at him once. So when you study it, you can adapt your dog to certain races or certain conditions as suit him.
People say, oh, it's a one-man's game, but not really. I suppose when you have young syndicates coming in and stuff, you can get a group of people and I suppose trying to get a social aspect on it for them, and next thing you have their friends want more, and I suppose it's just trying to get people involved more as well. I have dogs all my life. Dad had them when I was younger and I just brought her for ducks back. I suppose I just got involved with him, and to be fair, I'm the only one at home that does them with him. I have been outside there with my dogs, so it is nice to be in here and get the other side of it as well. Oh, they love it. You see them pulling in and out and it's gas because these dogs come in, they straight up in the weighing scales and they're lying down and they're back out and they're pulling to go out to the track, so they definitely enjoy it.
My name is Stuart Kavanagh, be a groundskeeper here. Just generally make sure everything is in order. First thing in the morning, the track will be watered, to be plated clear, traps will be checked, kennels will be checked. Just generally make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to be working. The hair is just a piece of cloth really that the wind passes through. A greyhound will chase anything that moves and they love it. You will not see a happier dog when he's chasing something. Why do we do racing? We love it.
We have owners and trainers who make it a vital source of income for them. Some are part-time, some are full-time, and some are doing it just as a hobby and for the pure enjoyment of the game. And for everyone, it's just a great chance to meet up. Everybody just loves their greyhound racing, and it's a chance to watch greyhound racing. But greyhound racing has come under a bit of scrutiny lately. I firmly believe there's misinformation out there by people with extreme views, and I think them views influence some of the general public who weren't too sure, who weren't educated enough on greyhounds. But I think gradually we're bringing them around and we're educating them. Anyone who has doubts, I would love to bring them in and show them what actually happens here. Because I think them people who have doubts don't realise that we have, say, vets here on a daily basis. We have control stewards. There's no meeting ran without everything being in tip-top shape. They don't realise the work that goes into maintenance of a track and how dogs are treated in their kennels, at their home and in the track. I've no doubt that anyone who had a little bit of a doubt about it, and if they came in and saw what actually went on, would be happy to support greyhound racing.
Next trial, solo sprint trial for Chance Me Jim.
Everybody says, oh sure, I was born into it. I was reared in greyhounds. And I was the same. And instead of going down the route of training greyhounds and trying to get a derby winner myself, I went on the other side and I started working in the industry. I worked in Chevron Park years ago. And initially I would miss that element of it, you know, going racing, going trialing with dogs. But I suppose every sport needs a referee, and I guess I'm one of them really.